Welcome to Week 14 of the England Premier League predictions. Get ready for another exciting round of Premier League action as we dive into this week's matchups. With every game carrying the potential for surprises, it's time to analyze the key fixtures, uncover the tactical battles, and predict the outcomes. Whether you're backing the heavyweights or rooting for the underdogs, our predictions have got you covered. Join us as we break down each match with in-depth analysis, stats, and the latest form to give you the most accurate forecasts. Don't miss out on all the Premier League drama. Let's get into Week 14. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe for more predictions and insights. Match analysis: Ipswich Town vs Crystal Palace. Ipswich Town, currently in 19th place, and Crystal Palace, sitting in 17th, are set to face off in a critical clash near the bottom of the table. Both teams have struggled this season, with Ipswich securing just one win and 6 draws from 13 matches, while Palace have managed only 1 win and 6 draws as well. Ipswich's defensive frailties are evident, with 24 goals conceded, and they are particularly vulnerable against quick counterattacks. On the other hand, Crystal Palace's inability to convert draws into victories has hampered their progress, despite a relatively tighter defense compared to Ipswich. The stakes are high for both teams, as a win could be pivotal in their fight to avoid relegation. Tactics: Ipswich Town may adopt a defensive 4-4-2 formation, focusing on maintaining shape and limiting spaces for Crystal Palace to exploit. Their key approach will likely involve hitting on the break through their wide players, aiming to expose Crystal Palace's occasionally shaky fullback positioning. Conversely, Crystal Palace might employ a 4-2-3-1 setup, prioritizing ball retention and attacking through their creative midfielders. Palace will aim to press Ipswich high up the pitch, forcing errors and capitalizing on Ipswich's inconsistent build-up play. Set pieces could also be a critical aspect of Palace's approach, given Ipswich's susceptibility in defending aerial duels. Match prediction: this match is expected to be a closely contested affair, with Crystal Palace having a slight edge due to their more disciplined defense and marginally better recent form. While Ipswich may look to frustrate Palace with their defensive organization, the visitors' creativity in midfield and experience in dealing with high-pressure situations could see them dominate key phases of play. Crystal Palace are predicted to secure at least a draw, if not a narrow victory, with their ability to exploit Ipswich's weaknesses likely to be decisive. Prediction: Crystal Palace to win or draw. Match analysis: Leicester City vs West Ham United. Leicester City, positioned 16th in the table, and West Ham United, sitting in 14th, will face off in a crucial mid-to-lower table encounter. Leicester has struggled defensively, conceding 27 goals, which is among the highest in the league, while managing only 2 wins this season. West Ham, on the other hand, have been inconsistent but slightly better, with 4 wins to their name. Both teams enter this game under pressure to collect points, with Leicester aiming to climb out of the relegation zone and West Ham seeking stability in a challenging season. Leicester's inability to close out games and their fragile defense could be exploited by a West Ham side that has shown glimpses of attacking promise. Tactics: Leicester City may set up in a 4-2-3-1 formation, emphasizing quick transitions and utilizing their pace on the wings to trouble West Ham's often shaky defensive line. They are likely to rely heavily on individual brilliance to create scoring opportunities while attempting to shore up their defense through a double pivot in midfield. West Ham, meanwhile, could deploy a 4-3-3 formation to dominate the midfield and use their physical presence to unsettle Leicester. They will look to exploit Leicester's defensive vulnerabilities by delivering early crosses and maximizing set-piece opportunities. Both teams are likely to prioritize counterattacks, making this an open and fast-paced game. Match prediction: this match has all the makings of a tightly contested battle, with both teams eager to secure a vital result. Leicester's home advantage could give them a slight edge, but their defensive issues make them vulnerable. West Ham's better overall form and attacking options could pose significant problems for Leicester's backline. Given the stakes and the relative strengths and weaknesses of both sides, a draw or a win for either team appears likely. Prediction: either team to win or draw. Match analysis: Southampton vs Chelsea. Southampton, rooted to the bottom of the table in 20th place, face an uphill battle against a Chelsea side currently 3rd in the standings. Southampton have endured a difficult campaign, securing only 1 win from 13 matches and conceding 25 goals, the most in the league. Their frailty at the back and inability to score consistently have contributed to their struggles. Meanwhile, Chelsea have been relatively steady, losing just twice while showcasing a balanced approach in attack and defense. The visitors will aim to consolidate their position near the top, while Southampton will desperately seek a positive result to revive their season. Tactics: Southampton are likely to adopt a conservative 4-4-2 setup, focusing on compact defensive lines to limit Chelsea's creativity in the final third. They might rely on quick counters through their wide players to exploit Chelsea's attacking fullbacks. Chelsea, on the other hand, may deploy a dynamic 4-2-3-1 formation, looking to dominate possession and create overloads in wide areas. The visitors will aim to utilize their midfield creativity and precision passing to break down Southampton's low block. Set pieces could also be a key weapon for Chelsea, considering Southampton's vulnerability in defending aerial threats. Match prediction: given the stark contrast in form and quality between the two teams, Chelsea are clear favourites to secure a positive result. Southampton's defensive frailties and lack of firepower make it challenging for them to contain Chelsea's well-structured attack. However, Southampton's desperation and home advantage could make the game competitive. Chelsea's discipline and superior talent should enable them to either take all 3 points or, at the very least, avoid defeat. Prediction: Chelsea to win or draw. Match analysis: Manchester City vs Nottingham Forest. Manchester City, sitting in 5th place, will host 6th placed Nottingham Forest in a compelling matchup. Both teams are close in the standings, but their form and styles contrast significantly. City, despite losing 4 games, boast a potent attack with 22 goals scored but have been inconsistent defensively. Nottingham Forest, with their resilient defense and a balanced midfield, have surprised many with their position, thanks to 6 wins and their ability to grind out results. This clash is crucial as both teams seek to establish themselves in the top half of the table. Tactics: Manchester City will likely employ their trademark possession-based style, utilizing a 4-3-3 setup designed to stretch Forest's defensive lines. They will rely on their ability to create overloads in wide areas and incisive passing through the midfield to open up scoring opportunities. Forest, on the other hand, might deploy a disciplined 4-4-2 formation, focusing on defensive solidity and rapid counterattacks to exploit City's high defensive line. They will aim to frustrate City with compact positioning and look to capitalize on mistakes in transition. Match prediction: Manchester City's superior quality in attack and ability to control games make them the favourites, especially at home. Nottingham Forest's defensive organisation and determination could pose challenges, but City's experience and technical prowess should allow them to secure a favourable outcome. While Forest may put up a fight, City are expected to win or, at the very least, avoid defeat. Prediction: Manchester City to win or draw. Match analysis: Newcastle United vs Liverpool. Newcastle United, sitting in 11th place, host league leaders Liverpool in a highly anticipated clash. Liverpool have been dominant this season, losing only once and boasting the best goal difference in the league, +18. Their formidable attack and disciplined defense have propelled them to the top. Newcastle, with 5 wins and 4 draws, have shown resilience but lack consistency. Despite their mid-table position, Newcastle's solid defensive record and ability to perform in high-pressure games make them a challenging opponent. This matchup promises to be an intriguing battle of Liverpool's attacking prowess against Newcastle's defensive organisation. Tactics: Newcastle may opt for a 4-5-1 formation, focusing on defensive solidity and packing the midfield to disrupt Liverpool's rhythm. Their plan will likely involve limiting space for Liverpool's creative players and relying on quick counterattacks to catch their defense off guard. Liverpool, on the other hand, will likely utilize their high-pressing 4-3-3 system, aiming to dominate possession and force Newcastle into errors. They will look to exploit Newcastle's defensive shape with overlapping runs and precise passing in the final third while maintaining a compact defensive line to guard against counters. Match prediction: both teams bring contrasting strengths to the table, making this a potentially close encounter. While Liverpool's quality and form make them favourites, Newcastle's home advantage and solid defensive setup could frustrate the visitors. This match could swing either way, with both sides having the potential to secure a win or settle for a draw. Prediction: either team to win or draw. Match analysis: Everton vs Wolves. Everton, in 15th place, face 18th placed Wolves in a crucial relegation battle. Everton have struggled this season, managing only 2 wins in 13 matches and scoring just 10 goals. Despite this, their home performances have occasionally shown glimpses of resilience. Wolves, on the other hand, have endured a similarly tough campaign, with 8 losses and a fragile defense that has conceded 32 goals. While Wolves have been more prolific in front of goal with 22 scored, their inability to hold leads and their poor form on the road leave them vulnerable. This matchup is vital for both teams as they seek to escape the relegation zone. Tactics: Everton are likely to adopt a compact 4-4-2 formation, focusing on defensive stability and controlling the midfield. Their strategy will likely involve pressing Wolves high up the pitch to force mistakes and utilizing their wide players to deliver crosses into the box. Wolves may set up in a 4-2-3-1 formation, relying on their attacking midfielders to create chances and their pace in transition to exploit Everton's defensive lapses. However, Wolves' defensive frailties and inconsistent structure could be exposed by Everton's direct and physical approach. Match prediction: Despite their struggles this season, Everton's home advantage and Wolves' defensive vulnerabilities make the hosts slight favourites. With the stakes high and Everton's need to capitalise on their opportunities, they are likely to edge this contest. Prediction: Everton to win. Match analysis: Arsenal vs Manchester United. Arsenal, positioned second on the table, host 9th-placed Manchester United in a classic encounter. Arsenal have shown remarkable consistency this season, losing only twice in 13 matches, with a balanced approach in both attack and defense. Their ability to control games through disciplined midfield play has been a standout feature. Manchester United, meanwhile, have been inconsistent, with 5 wins and 4 draws. Although their defense has been relatively solid, scoring just 17 goals reflects their struggles in converting chances. This match is crucial for both sides, as Arsenal aim to keep pace with Liverpool at the top, while United look to climb into the European qualification spots. Tactics: Arsenal will likely employ a 4-3-3 formation, focusing on dominating possession and exploiting wide areas with overlapping runs. Their midfield will be tasked with controlling the tempo and creating chances through intricate passing. Defensively, Arsenal will aim to maintain a high line to neutralize United's pace on the counter. Manchester United, on the other hand, are expected to set up in a 4-2-3-1 system, focusing on defensive solidity and quick transitions. They will look to exploit Arsenal's high defensive line through long balls and quick breaks, using their forwards' mobility to create scoring opportunities. Match prediction: Arsenal's form, home advantage, and ability to control games make them the favourites in this encounter. However, Manchester United's counter-attacking threat could trouble the hosts if they fail to manage transitions effectively. Given Arsenal's current momentum and overall quality, they are likely to secure at least a draw, if not a win. Prediction: Arsenal to win or draw. Match analysis: Aston Villa vs Brentford. Aston Villa, currently in 12th place, will host 8th-placed Brentford in an important matchup for both teams. Aston Villa have struggled with consistency, securing only 5 wins and 4 draws from 13 matches. Their goal difference of -3 reflects their defensive vulnerabilities, which have been exposed in several games. Brentford, on the other hand, have shown solid form, winning 6 of their 13 matches and demonstrating resilience in tough encounters. With a +3 goal difference, Brentford have a well-organized attack and a compact defense, making them a difficult team to break down. This match will be crucial as both teams aim to push for better positions in the mid-table. Tactics: Aston Villa will likely set up in a 4-3-3 formation, aiming to control possession and dictate the tempo of the game through their midfield. They will focus on exploiting the flanks and looking for crossing opportunities to their forwards. Defensively, Villa will need to tighten up and avoid leaving space for Brentford to exploit in transitions. Brentford, meanwhile, will probably employ a 3-5-2 system, focusing on compact defensive play and quick counters. Their midfield will be tasked with breaking up Villa's build-up play, while the forwards will look to make runs into space and capitalize on any defensive mistakes. Match prediction: Aston Villa's home advantage and the need to bounce back from inconsistent performances make them slight favourites. Brentford will undoubtedly pose a challenge with their well-organized play, but Villa's ability to control the game and their superior attacking options should allow them to either win or secure a draw. Prediction: Aston Villa to win or draw. Match analysis: Fulham vs Brighton. Fulham, currently 10th in the table, will face 4th-placed Brighton in what promises to be an intriguing encounter. Fulham have had a solid start to the season with 5 wins and 4 draws, showcasing a balanced approach between defense and attack. However, Their form has been inconsistent, especially in recent matches. Brighton, on the other hand, have been impressive, sitting in fourth with 6 wins, 5 draws, and just 2 losses. They have been strong in both attack and defense, with a solid goal difference of +5. Brighton's resilience and tactical discipline have made them one of the toughest sides this season, and they will look to extend their good run against Fulham. Tactics: Fulham will likely set up in a 4-2-3-1 formation, looking to control the midfield and utilize their width in attack. They will focus on maintaining defensive solidity while trying to break down Brighton's defense with quick, precise passing. Their key will be to control possession and frustrate Brighton's attacking moves. Brighton, on the other hand, will likely employ a 4-3-3 formation, using their fluid attacking style to create overloads in wide areas and central zones. Their well-structured midfield will aim to dominate possession and press Fulham high up the pitch, creating opportunities through intricate passing and quick transitions. Match prediction: Brighton's superior form and overall quality, combined with their tactical discipline, make them the favourites in this match. While Fulham will fight hard at home, Brighton's organised and clinical style of play should see them either win or earn a draw. Prediction: Brighton to win or draw. Match analysis: Bournemouth vs Tottenham Hotspur. Bournemouth, sitting in 13th place, will host 7th placed Tottenham Hotspur in a match that both teams need to win to maintain momentum in the league. Bournemouth have been inconsistent with 5 wins and 3 draws, struggling to find a balance between attack and defense. Their goal difference of +1 reflects their occasional vulnerabilities at the back, but they've shown resilience in their recent victories. Tottenham, on the other hand, have had a relatively solid start to the season, with 6 wins, 2 draws, and 5 losses. Their main strength lies in their attacking ability, with 28 goals scored, but their defense has sometimes let them down, as seen by their -14 goal difference. Tactics: Bournemouth will likely set up in a 4-4-2 formation, looking to absorb Tottenham's pressure and hit on the counter with quick transitions. They will need to be compact defensively and use the width of the pitch to exploit Tottenham's defensive vulnerabilities. Tottenham will probably employ a 4-3-3 system, focusing on dominating possession and using their attacking talent to break down Bournemouth's defense. Their midfield will play a key role in dictating the game, while their forwards will look to capitalize on any defensive mistakes from Bournemouth. Tottenham will also likely press high to force Bournemouth into mistakes and regain possession quickly. Match prediction: Given Tottenham's attacking quality and overall superiority, they are likely to have the upper hand in this match. However, Bournemouth's ability to be resilient at home and their counter-attacking threat means that Tottenham will need to be cautious. This could be a close contest, but Tottenham's firepower and ability to break down defenses should give them the edge to either win or draw. Prediction: either team to win or draw. For further information, please look at the following table.